Putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, the Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. It was not a good day for LSU. LSU usually plays good at home, right? Like, we expect this game to...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. The one play there to pick up the first down. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Hunt is in the air. Makes a catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give is to Miller. Tough sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. In the red area, it's Miller. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to barrel in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Alabama! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Complete to the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Trying to ball his way in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Ballmer. These 2 teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Miller. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Making side adjustments here. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball.
Turning it on! Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab over the middle, it's Williams. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it down the right side. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited first half between the Tigers and the Tide. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the fellas to see how this duel between Alabama and LSU plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling.
Holds it in, the touchdown and more. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for the loss.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a hit as he fires.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. Trying play action. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They kept the lead with the 6.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He's able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And as he throws, intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go with a direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Those last two running plays, guys, were awful. Let's see if they try to convert through the air on third down. Pressure coming. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
LSU quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Anderson. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle, it's Sharp. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. LSU lining up 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Bernard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. could ask for anything more. Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. With the catch, it's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air. It's Gus Meyer. Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
They took a shot into the end zone, trying to come away with a touchdown. Nice play by the defense. You're expecting them here to kick a field goal. I know there's time left in the game, but just tie this thing up and let your defense go to work.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And in the final seconds, guys, they find a way to get it tied.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires one high and deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown time! And they score first here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first first play, you take it to the house, and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, and David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
Interesting decision here as they'll go ahead and go for 2. QB draw. Did not get it. Might have gotten a little greedy there in overtime, and the lead is only 6. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Tiger! They tied the game, and now they can win it with an extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.